Luke chapter 14 from verse 28.
For which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first? I like this. It sounds very Nigerian. Please tell the person by the side, say sit down first. Calm down. First sit down. You want to build a home? Sit down first. Let's talk about this. Let's plan. Sit down first. You are too anxious, too worried. A lot of single people are trying to run into marriage. A lot of married people are trying to run out. Sit down first. Be calculative. Don't just let your emotions drive you. You know, it was Miles Monroe that made a very controversial statement. He said love is not enough. You know, a lot of Christians like semantics. Love is patient, love is kind. I am speaking in common language. When people hear the word love, what comes to their mind? That romantic impulse is not enough. That's what they meant, and I agree. I know when we see like this, our heart will be hitting bing, 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 bing. You know, or like a philosopher said, my heart go jiggy 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 bam bam. You know, or something like that. But I think it was Tom Wayne or something. But let us first sit down and think. Does it make sense? And let me tell you something, guys. You are the ones more likely to make a mistake on this, and I'll tell you why. Because you see, women, they act like they're just all romantics, hopeless romantics. Women are more logical than men when it comes to who they will get married to. You know, I told you last year, if you remember, it is men who have the romantic fantasy that a woman should accept them for who they are. And women think that's funny, that's cute. Women choose their spouses like they're making a career choice. Just like you have a good job, but you find a better one, and you go to your boss and say, it's been nice here. It's not you, it's me. I'm explaining why your last relationship ended. Let me tell you what they couldn't tell you. Bro, hustle. Just take your life more seriously. Because I am telling you, it's a business decision. They consider everything, including how their name will sound against your surname. Sure, you hear their response. Because they may just not want to be Sharon Agbalumo. Like, why Agbalumo go be my surname? Both sides. It must make sense logically. Are you getting what I'm saying? Even if you see an angel, you are allowed to ask questions. Biblically, it is, listen, you are allowed to ask, how can these things be? If in the spirit you see something impractical, illogical, you can ask. If an angel appears to a virgin and says you will have a child, you are allowed to ask, how can these things be? Seeing that I know not a man. You are allowed to ask questions, even in the spirit. So be moved by emotions, but use sense. Una dey here. I know why I'm preaching like this, because counseling don't tire me. People know they hear what. And now I have decided not to stress myself. I will preach faithfully. If you decide, if you invite me, I will even come for the wedding. For anything you see, just don't stress me. So the ones I can counsel, I will counsel when I have time. The ones I cannot, because you see, those early years, I think it was my first 2 years, in ministry, I drove to someone's office to beg him. They called from the reception like this, that Immanuel Iren is here to see you. He did not come down. With all my grace, I sat in the reception for 1 hour, never again. I will counsel you before. You know, weeks ago, someone called me 4 a.m. I looked at the missed call, some messages. He has started again. Yes. I just turned the phone and I slept. Then I did everything on my schedule. After 1 week, I called. What did you say? You married the wrong person. I can't help you. Let me tell you something that many pastors don't tell you. It is part of our job to pretend to be optimistic. In the marriage, if it's not going anywhere, we know that it will spoil. But I will still advise you. You did that? You too, why did you do that? I know you won't hear. Now coconut head, you will not hear. I know. But it's my job to still if you like, marry the wrong person. And for those of you who are married, we need more wise counsel in the church. So you need to learn this so that you can advise people. And you know, my wife and I, we made up our mind. Gone are the days when we'll be diplomatic. You see two people, you know, all lovey-dovey saying they want to get married, and we will not tell you direct, I don't think it will work. It's one of my regrets in ministry. From now on, if you don't want my opinion, don't show me. If you bring any partner and I don't think it will work, I will tell you. Are you listening to me? Because at least 5 times I have been right. I'm not perfect though, but sometimes the red flag is spread like this. It's all around you. It's red carpet. You are walking on it. So now, New Year resolution, I will tell you. So I want to be free before God. So I'll tell you, I don't think it will work. Amen, somebody. It's because I love you. No other reason. Me, I'm okay. If you squeeze your face too much, I'll close my Bible and go home. And my home is blessed. And please, lest you get it wrong, marriage is not the problem. Marriage cannot be bad or good. Marriage is not an entity. Marriage is what the people involved in it make of it. And there is also statistics to show that a lot of lives get better when they have the right person, when people find the right person, when they get married to the right person. You know, it's statistically proven that I think as high as 70% people are more likely to do better financially when married than single. Apart from obvious facts like they are sharing costs on some things like house rent and other things, car bills. I think it is true that he that finds a wife has found a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So don't get me wrong. The problem is not marriage. You know, some people hear bad stories and then they say, I'm not going to get married. You are getting the wrong lesson. The lesson is take your time, marry right. You can't go to school for 15 years to practice. Then for marriage, you've not read one book. One book. We all go by feelings. I'm telling you, marriage choice is like a polar bear. It looks attractive and everybody, the reason marriage is dangerous is because it's a subject that everybody thinks they know. Do you remember when you were in secondary school or maybe even primary school and you thought you were in love? And when adults were telling you calm down, you were saying they don't know how I feel. Have you ever remembered some of the silly things you did when you were in primary school and you just laughed? Or secondary school? That's how it is. What makes it dangerous is that you are sure that you know you know about it. Because you can toast, you think you will make a good spouse. It does not work that way, sir. Amen, somebody. So you need to ask the right questions. Ask the right questions.